to sobie tutaj i oddajemy portfel.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here.
Jezu!
This city
O to tu
was
chodzi.
sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin color that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Dobra, co my tu mamy? Przydałyby nam się naboje. Dobra, chyba tyle. I teraz trzeba stworzyć środek
I thought last summer's
na
epidemic.
zmęczenie.
If only I were young again. Just a dozen years.
Bo tutaj to trzeba wykonać. O, jest. Udało się chyba. No i teraz... Co teraz trzeba zrobić? Które już mamy stworzone. No co teraz tutaj zrobić? No nie, bo nie mam tyle punktów. Trzeba mieć 300.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins, but are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke, but we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
I wish I could be sick again.
A, muszę iść do apteki. Dobra,
Feel my blood boil with the fever.
to idźmy do apteki. Apteka gdzieś tutaj była. Gdzieś tutaj jest ta apteka, nie? Mamy aptekę.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Niedokończony list. Szpital Pembroke 2 listopada. Kochane dziateczki, wybaczcie. Nie odzywałem się tak długo, ale nawet teraz napisanie tych kilku słów na przeklętym papierze boli jak diabli. Nie martwcie się. Tatuś wyjdzie ze szpitala, jak tylko lekarze naprawią mu rękę. W międzyczasie, jeśli czegokolwiek potrzebujecie, poszukajcie pana Chadwicka na placu budowy i powiedzcie, że jesteście dziećmi Harveya Fiddicka. Pamiętacie Roberta Chadwicka, wielkiego gościa z wąsiskami, który zeszłej wiosny pomagał mi naprawić drzwi? Znajdźcie go i poproście o kilka szylingów. Na pewno nie odmówi. Przykro mi, że chwilowo nie mogę pracować, ale wykombinujemy coś, jak tylko stąd wyjdę. Nie martwcie się. Wszystko się ułoży, kiedy ręka tatusia znowu będzie silna. Kiedy tylko lekarze ją poskładają.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
How long must I wait, damn it?
Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir. How long is it going to take to fix me properly, huh? Yeah. You have the right to disapprove of our methods, and you will kindly apologize when you're feeling better.
Yes, Doctor?
Exactly how bad is the supply situation here at Pembroke?
It really depends. Dr. Swansea deftly works his society contacts for monies, but with the quarantine, well, we're in God's hands.
Why then do you always work the nights? Don't you ever sleep?
At the Pembroke, we're always hands on deck.
Your dedication to the Pembroke does you credit, Nurse Crane, but when do you sleep?
We staff get our sleep when we can, Doctor. Nursing is a vocation, not the labor of a journeyman.
Lack of sleep and the medical profession always ends in disaster. I've witnessed many a colleague succumb to stimulants to fight exhaustion. Drugs were as deadly as bullets in the trenches.
London's trenches start here at Pembroke Hospital. We are on the front line, make no mistake.
Please, could you point me in the direction of the morgue again?
It's the large boarded-up building behind the hospital. You can't miss it. The key I gave you will open the small back door to it.
That's all for now, Nurse Crane, thank you.
Dobra, ta siostra bardzo pracowita jest. Okej, teraz będziemy się udać do tej apteki.
are going to reveal all your secrets to me, even the darkest thoughts in your heart.
My blood and soul. They belong to you now.
The life. Stop following me.
It's safer here than anywhere else.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague. Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed, I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Zaprzyjdę ten doktorek. Może sobie tą kodeinę kupimy. Dobra. Trzeba znaleźć w końcu tą aptekę. Tutaj się da wejść?
It's locked, all right.
Tutaj nie ma nic. Gdzie jest ta apteka?
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
You've nothing to prove, Dr. Tippett, to anybody. And we all praise your experience. Please, have some rest.
I am perfectly fine, and I am not too old for this job.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadigan fellow.
It's locked.
My sweet girl. Reads me like a book.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your time.
Ale już przynajmniej mam patent, jak ich wykończyć.
it, boys. We can deal with this.
Dobra, wiem.
This is despicable.
Zwalczać ich ze sobą jakby. To jest taktyka.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Potwory są za silne i dlatego przegrałem. Mamy dopiero 8 poziom.
I have this thirst for blood.
Teraz ma pomysł. Przejdę szybko tutaj przez niego, ile się uda. I tutaj. Tak myślałem. Jest. Udało się. W końcu. Ura. Sprytem. A nie siłą. Ura. W końcu. Powiem wam, że to... Nie było to łatwe. Chyba nie dało się inaczej tego przejść, jak właśnie sprytem. Dobra, i teraz pytanie, czy tutaj będzie się... Jest! Ura!
Stop it now, Albert! Stop it! The wet boots will be proud of me.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of a street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife. Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. And now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up rough.
Tym potworem ich wszystkich porozwalać. Ja na to nie wpadłem od samego początku.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to waste
it.
I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just failed me last nerve.
Chyba wszystko.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Dobra.
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley drinking worse than a weed.
I cannot enter. There's no one in.
Oficjalne ostrzeżenie zdrowotne dla mieszkańców Londynu. Cisza nocna. Oficjalne ostrzeżenie zdrowotne. Cisza nocna będzie ogłoszona przez bicie dzwonu o godzinie 21. Wszyscy są zobowiązani pozostawić domu do godziny 5. No dobra. Słuchajcie. Na tym sobie dzisiaj skończymy. Dziękuję za uwagę. Był z wami Rogu. No i widzimy się właśnie w tym momencie, w tym, gdzie skończyłem. O, właśnie tutaj widzimy się w następnym odcinku. Do zobaczenia.